You need to hear this story.
It was an ordinary summer evening when I first noticed the strange insect. A dull hum echoed through the quiet room as I sat by the open window, a lazy breeze carrying the scent of blooming flowers and freshly cut grass. The amber rays of the setting sun cast long shadows that danced across the walls. That's when I saw it. A tiny, inconspicuous insect, no larger than a grain of rice, crawling on the windowsill. At first glance, it seemed harmless, just another of nature's countless creations. But as I watched, something about it sent shivers down my spine. It moved with an unnatural purpose, its legs gripping the wood with an eerie determination. Its body, a mottled shade of brown and black, bore no distinctive features. It was as if nature had designed it to be inconspicuous, a shadow among shadows. I reached for a glass jar, intending to catch the peculiar insect for closer examination. But as I brought the jar closer, it suddenly leaped into the air, propelled by wings I hadn't noticed before. It darted straight for my face, a lightning-quick blur, before disappearing into my left nostril. Panic surged through me as I frantically tried to grasp what had just happened. The sensation was unforgettable, a brief, sharp pain, followed by a crawling feeling deep inside my nasal cavity. I knew something was terribly wrong. Desperation led me to seek immediate medical help, but the doctors found nothing unusual during their initial examination. Days turned into weeks, and the mysterious insect had seemingly vanished without a trace. I tried to convince myself that it had been a figment of my imagination, that the ordeal was nothing more than a bizarre dream. But as time passed, I couldn't ignore the subtle changes in my body. It started with persistent headaches that no amount of painkillers could alleviate. My energy levels plummeted, and fatigue became my constant companion. Muscles once robust and resilient now felt weak, as though they were slowly wasting away. I began to lose control of my limbs, and simple tasks became increasingly challenging. Nausea and dizziness haunted me, and my vision blurred at the edges. It was as though an insidious force was gnawing away at my very essence, weakening me from the inside out. I sought help from countless specialists, but none could determine the cause of my gradual, debilitating decline. One fateful night, as I lay in my dimly lit room, I felt an excruciating pain deep within my skull. It was as though something had ignited a fire in my brain, and the searing agony refused to relent. In my desperation, I let out a heart-wrenching scream, which brought my concerned family rushing to my side. Their alarmed faces met mine, and I tried to convey the torment I was enduring. But as I opened my mouth to speak, a guttural, inhuman noise emanated from my lips. Horror twisted my family's expressions as they witnessed my vocal cords moving erratically, as though controlled by an external force. Doctors and specialists were summoned once more, conducting countless tests and scans, all in vain. But as they delved deeper into the mystery, they discovered something that chilled them to the bone, an ominous, shadowy mass lurking within my brain. It seemed to pulse with malevolence, devouring the very core of my existence. By then, my body was a mere shadow of its former self. I could no longer walk, speak, or even lift my head. The insect's relentless presence had stolen my life inch by excruciating inch, and there was no escape from the torment it had wrought. In the end, all attempts to remove the sinister intruder from my brain proved futile. It was an enigma, a creature of darkness that defied the understanding of modern medicine. As my existence dwindled to a mere whisper, I was left with one haunting question. What kind of insect, what sinister entity, had invaded my body, hidden from the world's gaze? To this day, experts remain baffled, unable to comprehend the true nature of the silent devourer that stole my life. The world may never know of the malevolent force that lurks in the shadows, waiting for its next unsuspecting victim, ready to unleash its terrible and mysterious power.